Hi guys, welcome back. So in this session we will learn about what are the Salesforce interview question and answer which were asked in technical support engineer round 1. We will discuss top 30 questions. So let's begin this slide. So first question is, do governor limits apply to Sandbox instances? So here the answer is, you have to answer like that. Governor limits do apply to all Salesforce instances, that is trail developer and production or sandbox environments. However, code coverage and successful execution of test classes is only enforced when deploying to a production environment. It means that whenever you're deploying the code from sandbox to production, then you have to test your code and write your test classes while deploying from sandbox to another to production. So you have to while deploying you just you have to maintain your code coverage up to 75%. Question number 2 is, what is the difference is in isnull and isblank? So here the solution is, both determines if an expression has a value and return true if it does not. If it contains a value, this function returns false. So here the example is blank, that is expression, and this expression allows both number and text field, and in the same that it is both allows the number field and text field also, but is null only allows the number field. Okay, so the third question is that, what is the difference between workflow and approval process? The workflow and approval process can be used together. That is, here's the workflow difference between workflow and approval process. Workflow are triggered upon save, and approval process are triggered when a user click on submit for approval button. Suppose let's say you have an account object, and when you open a record of any account, then you will see that on the top of the button that is submit for approval. When you hit click on submit for approval and save button, then it will fire an approval process. But in the workflow, suppose you have to change or modify a record or change a record on creation of record, then workflow rules will be fired. Based on criteria consists of one set of criteria and actions, and in the approval process it consists of multiple steps, that is having entry criteria, step actions, having an initial submission, rejections, approval actions, and actions for each step can be modified or deleted, but in some attribute can't be modified. Processes must be deactivated before they can be deleted. Suppose you have an active approval process of a record and you want to delete that record because it cannot be deleted. Because if the record is in approval process, so you have to just complete the record. Yes, you have to deactivate the approval process, then it will be, your record will be deleted. So fourth question is that, when we can't add type dependent action in workflow rule. So the answer is, we can't add time dependent action to a workflow rules if we choose every time a record is created and edited evaluation criteria. Okay. So the fifth question is this: what are the types of email templates available in Salesforce.com? There are four types of email template. First is text. Second is HTML with letterhead. Third is custom HTML, and the last one is Visual Force. There are four types of email templates in Salesforce, that is text, HTML with letterhead, custom HTML, and Visual Force. Question number 6 is, what is roll-up summary field in Salesforce? The answer is like a read-only field that displays the sum, minimum, maximum value of a field in a related list, or the record count of all the record listed in a related list. Thus, we can say that roll-up summary field can be created on master object, and here you have to say like this line, and if you want to like say a single word, that you can say like that, it calculates the value of associated records, that is in a related list it calculates the value of the master related list of the in that master record. Okay, what are the record types? Record types are used to display different picklist values and page layout to different users based on their profile. So based on the profile, we use different page layout to show the different types of data, different types of page layout. Okay. Question number 8 is how to make the record type as default. So here the solution is by using the profile, go to the particular profile, and by using record type settings we can make the record type as a default. You can change like this. Okay. So question number 9 is what will happen if the account is deleted? So you have to answer like that. If the account is deleted, then content opportunity will also be deleted from sales which is related to that account. That's why if you delete the account, the related content opportunity will also get deleted, because its account is a 360-degree view of all the Salesforce objects. Okay. How many types of relationship fields available in Salesforce? So there are mostly the interview like answer like that. There are two types of relation, lookup and master data, but you don't have to say like this. You have to say like this: there are four types of relationship in Salesforce. First is master detail, second is many to many, third is lookup relationship, and the last one is hierarchical, which is available on user object. Like you have to say like this in a appropriate manner, in a proper manner. Okay. Question number 11 is what is the hierarchical relationship thus you ever used in your project? So it is a relationship available on user object which allows user to click a lookup icon and select another user from a pop-up list. And this type of relationship is a special lookup relationship available for only for the user object. It allows to create a manager field on the user object to relate another user. Okay. So this relationship, we can say like that, this relationship will act as a self relationship, because it lookups the relationship between own self. Question number 12 is how to create many-to-many relationship between objects. So you have to answer like that create one custom object which should have auto number as unique identification and create two master data relationship for that object, and this object is called as junction object. What is junction objects? So a junction object is a custom object with two master detail relationship. Using this custom junction object, we can model a many-to-many relationship between objects. Let's take an example. Suppose a position for a job can be linked to the many candidate, and in the same manner, a candidate can be linked to a different position. So to connect this data model, we need a third-party object which is referred as a junction object, or you have to name like junction object. Then we can connect this to position and candidate for a job. Okay. Question number 14 is if we created a junction object A with master B and C, suppose if we try to delete the record in C, what happens to the child? So child will also delete as per the properties of master data relationship. And yeah, this is all about. So I hope you will like this video. Please hit like, comments, subscribe, and all this stuff. If you have any comments, if you have any doubts, please write that in the comment section. I'm ready to resolve your query answers. Okay. So thank you guys.